Good morning, y'all. Happy Monday. Is y'all up? Are y'all still in the bed? Is y'all running around the house getting about your day, putting on your lotion, looking like me, like an Easter shoe, putting on your Vaseline? Make sure you put on your sunscreen, y'all. Get y'all black girl sunscreen. Is y'all up? I said, let me come and do a video before I get out in these streets for today. Y'all, I told y'all last week, I've had some interesting rides lately. Child, last week I was offered crab legs, steak, and a blunt. Um, Yeah, I've been offered all kinds of things, child. But anyway, let's get into this not Lord, this quick video. I hope y'all have a wonderful Monday. I got my coffee and I'm gonna be ready to go. And like some of the other rideshare drivers, no, I am not wearing a diaper. I will be making bathroom stops throughout the day. If y'all watched a video I did last week, I talked about how some rideshare drivers get their Stanley cups full of water and wear adult diapers so that way they don't have to stop. That ain't me. Anyway, first up, let's start off. So we know what's going on um, with the current administration and how they put us directly in something that we had no business being in, and people are worried. Let's get into people who are not worried and celebrating the current administration. Y'all, Miss Katie Ross, she's now also using the hashtag um, either sometimes sober or barely sober or something. Y'all, this is her Twitter post. That's how I feel at the real Donald Trump. You literally ducked them. Well done. And post this. Thank you, Mr. President. She had some other tweets as well. I just wanted some of them. Let me just find it because out of some of her stuff, I don't want to um, get y'all like, because I was like, girl, what are you doing? But her second one said, I thought I got it right here. Why can't I have an opinion? You don't know me. When I share it, be cool. Don't call me names. Sorry, you don't have a bomb. Go F yourself. And then she's using, I think, like I said, the hashtag that she's using. Because remember, a couple weeks ago, we talked about how she said she was checking back into rehab and she thanked Russell Simmons. She was using the hashtag, Lord, where is it? It's like halfway sober or something like that. Wait a minute, let me see. Slightly sober. She's been using the hashtag slightly sober. I really hope Katie gets the help she needs. There was a rumor floating around a couple of weeks ago, or like matter of fact, it was like a week or so ago. I forget where I saw it. And I was like, I hope this doesn't grow legs about Katie coming back. Katie doesn't need to come back. She needs to get some help. That to me, when I saw that and she was like, well done about what this man done put us in. And then don't be mad at me because you don't have a bomb. Lord, Katie needs help, not the Real Housewives of Potomac. Moving on, in the words of Erica Dixon, Mama D, child. So we know Mama D was somewhere introducing Drew to sing. She called out Porsha and said Porsha and Drew have their issues. Drew don't want the hot dog man. Porsha responded back and told Mama D, look, put your tooth in and maybe Dennis will sign you. Dennis said, I don't talk about elders. I'm summing it up. So I'm gonna back out. Scrappy came talking all this mess about the housewives, and I'm gonna have women that look just like you come get you. Basically, I got shooters. And then he was like, it's like I'm playing. Child, Mama D is back. There's a part of me that hopes Portia don't even respond to her. Then the other part is like, why lead is like Portia did not, I will say, Portia did not do anything to this lady. So why is you talking about her and Drew's issues and then your son getting on here and Portia and Dennis responded to Mama D, right? Mama D came out the gate first. Portia and Dennis responded. Now Scrappy want to get in, talk all this mess. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I did a video, 2 days ago, where Scrappy had some things to say. Then at the very end said he was just joking. And now Mama D is back rambling, y'all. Let's get into what she had to say. I said, what is she? Child, Mama D didn't talk about her college.
Mama D gonna say it. Y'all put on $5,000, $10,000 outfits and go back and forth with each other. That shit. No. Let me tell you what Love and Hip Hop Atlanta do. We put on tennis shoes and take off our earrings, bitches. And we gets to it. So never put yourself on that level and don't belittle us. You know what I mean? Because y'all, some of y'all is name chasing and money chasing. Getting things you can't afford out of men. I never walk into a situation with not knowing who I'm dealing with. I know your secrets. I know your family secrets. What your dad didn't do, your granddad didn't do. I know everything. Please leave me alone and be quiet. And we'll be quiet back at you. If you come back, here it goes. And we're at war. Donald Trump ain't got shit on the palace. Me and Drew, we the Housewives, Mama D gonna say it. Y'all put on $5,000, $10,000 outfits and go back and forth with each other. That shit. No. Let me tell you what Love and Hip Hop Atlanta do. We put on tennis shoes and take off our earrings, bitches. Ma'am. And we gets to it. So never put yourself on that level and don't belittle us.
Never put your... Y'all get paid a #1 supersized meal at McDonald's, a pack of peanut chews, the trial size, and Gatorades to keep your energy up, to put on your tennis shoes and take off your earrings. And you talking about don't put yourself on our
You know what I mean? Because y'all, some of y'all is name chasing and money chasing. Getting things you can't afford out of men.
Now she might have ate a little bit. She might have ate just a little bit right there.
I never walk into a situation with not knowing who I'm dealing with. I know your secrets. I know your family secrets. What your dad didn't do, your granddad didn't do. I know everything. Please leave me alone and be quiet. And we'll be quiet back at you.
I don't like that kind of stuff. Like, I know it's secret. Like, Porsha ain't, all she'd simply said after you mentioned her name first was put your tooth in and maybe Dennis will sign you. That's it. That's it. Mama D's skin do look good, though. Let's move on to the next clip, y'all.
If you come, me and Drew, we good. Me and Drew, we good. All this stuff comes from y'all. Me and Drew having a gig together. And I said, I can't believe Porsha's coming after you for her baby's father hot dog stand. And now it just went. So Porsha came at me, and I went back at her, but he came for me too, trying to, he hit me, but he got off of me. And he said, I fucks with Scrappy. So let me tell you something, for you to get on, period, with 2 bitches, you were wrong. That's why, y'all, Scrappy came at his ass. So if I was them, stay the fuck back. Because I'm not going to say nothing past this. But if I see or I hear something, if I was...
This lady still thinks she a pimp or something like, and she's trying to get her horse in order. For her to say, this all, me and Drew is cool, this all started, she said it, this all started because I said something about Porsha and Drew and the baby daddy. Exactly. This all started, which is not even really nothing, because you said something. Porsha then responded because she has the right to. Dennis was like, I messed with Scrappy, I'm going to ease up off. And then your son comes down threatening people, says I'm just joking, but you are letting us know that he wasn't joking, for you to say that's why Scrappy got involved and Dennis shouldn't have got involved because it's 2 women. I can't stand that. I don't like when people have a conversation about a man and that man is not allowed to be involved because he's a man. If I was on a show and women are talking about my husband reckless, or out here talking about my husband, and it's especially if it's not true, because if it's true, my husband can respond, a man can respond. We're all adults in this situation, right? You would like to think. So her coming out here saying this all started because I was talking, only to turn around and make it seem like, but then Porsha came at me. Girl, of course she did.
Me and Drew, we good. Me and Drew, we good. All this stuff comes from y'all, me and Drew having a gig together, and I said, I can't believe Porsha's coming after you for her baby's father.
I said this all has to be a joke. All right, y'all, we saw this clip. Let's go to the next one.
Yeah, learn Black American history before you come at Mama D.
Girl.
Hear about why Rosa Parks didn't lose her seat. Hear why when slavery was abolished that it was learned in certain counties in Georgia. So if you don't know that, if you ain't did your study, huh? If you're not a college graduate, because my major was, okay, let me hear you. Woohoo, was biology. My minor was history. And that is including Black history and American history, unfortunately. Yeah, learn Black American history before you come at Mama D. Hear about why Rosa Parks didn't lose her seat. Hear why when slavery was abolished that it was learned in certain counties in Georgia. So if you don't know that, if you ain't did your study, huh? If you're not a college graduate, because my major was, okay, let me hear you. Woohoo, was biology. My minor was history. And that is including Black history and American history, unfortunately. Yeah.
Y'all, by the way, this is from the Bravo Shade Room. It was Live Bites had it, and then Bravo Shade Room reposted. Y'all, I'm sorry, I didn't realize the sun. It's only 6:57 a.m. and the sun is already bright. But anyway, child, she didn't went to history and biology. Don't know much about history. Something, something biology. She don't either. That's why she was a PIMP. Mama D, come on. I don't know what y'all think. Some people are, very few that I saw were saying, well, she's just responding to Porsha. But again, Porsha was responding to her. Somebody else said ever since Michelle Obama mentioned Mama D, she been on one, walking around like she is a star for real. I don't know. Mama D, you got a song saying, I deserve. And I'm going to tell you, you deserve whatever hit Porsha may bring you back with your mouth, Porsha, not with your hands, not with your sneakers and your Vaseline, but with your mouth, because we know you got one. Y'all, this is funny. And then there's a part of me that's like, is this a setup? Did Todd set this up in Atlanta to come to us with the BS so there could be some type of love and hip hop? What is it? Real Housewives of Hip Hop or some type of something? Because this here is so uncalled for. Like, Mama D, what are you doing? Go play with your grandchildren and talk nice to your ex daughter in law. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Do y'all think Porsha and Dennis are going to respond? I don't know. We're going to see. Like I said, there's a part of me that wants Porsha to not respond and just let Mama D be talking to the air. But then there's another part that's like, but I don't like that whole, I know what your dad didn't do and what your grandfather didn't do. I know your family secrets. You done went a bit too far now. I might would have to say something. I almost said pull up, but y'all let me know what y'all think. Last thing, let's get into Miss Shamea. Did y'all watch Atlanta last night? We are going to get into that review later on. I should have it posted, be back to my regularly scheduled podcast episode program. The episodes are supposed to drop Tuesdays and Fridays, but I went on an unintentional hiatus, but I did post 2 reviews of The Real Housewives of Miami last night. Please make sure you go check those out, like them, comment, subscribe. So let's get into Atlanta last night. Seems like Miss Shamea had some stuff to say about the episode. I'm gonna read it from my phone because the reading is this big. Shamea said, I was happy to be there to support my friend at who is Kelly, one of the toughest on one of the toughest days of her life. I'm so happy that her divorce is final. Now let's get down to the business. Actually, I'm gonna share my screen so y'all could see it since I'm reading it from my phone, but I want y'all to see what I'm reading. All right, so that's the picture. She said, number 1, I've never used Kelly's stylist. Number two, I've never shown lying Brit any text. Porsha and I not going out to celebrate me having a peach was discussed at her Pampered by Porsha event. Brit is grasping for straws at this point. Number three, I never bring up what someone does or does not do with their body. Screaming someone has had an abortion was out of line and way below the belt. Happy Sunday, y'all. I feel like you get a certain perception of people on TV based on how much you see them and what you see of them. And sometimes these women come on in friend roles and you're like, oh my God, we love them as a friend. Give them a peach. People did it with Marlo. People did it with Shamea. And as far as I'm concerned, both of them, we got to see with Marlo, I won't say a different side because we got a hint of that streak she had, but we got to see it on a bigger scale. And we were like, nah, this ain't, I know for me, I can only speak for me. I was like, nah, this ain't what I really want. Like, I liked her in her friend role. And now with Shamea, it's like, oh, we're getting to see more of who you are. And for me, how you and Porsha were friends. I don't know if they probably, I'm sure they're still in relationship. Shamea is passive aggressive. I'm sorry. Not even I'm sorry, but when they were talking about the donations, I was with Brit. Shamea was being passive aggressive. And when Brit called her out to her face at the table, are you talking to me? If I was talking to you, you would know. No, you are talking to me. She talked about Brit in the van with Phaedra and Porsha about her donation. And then come to find out Brit had went to her and was or had a conversation, was like, I don't know about that. Like, I don't, how much should I give? Like, I don't know because she hasn't done it before. And now you being passive aggressive with her, your phony issue with Drew that you don't have. It's like we're seeing even if it's only a part of, because no, we don't know these people in totality, right? But we are seeing a part of you that is you. And people are saying Shamea went out sad. Somebody said, Shamea, everybody lying on you. Somebody else said, oh, Shamea, you going out sad, accusing someone of doing rugs is worse than mentioning an abortion. Somebody else said, Brit's not lying on this one because Porsha knew exactly what Brit was talking about. Somebody said, Shamea, girl, you wanted a moment. And unfortunately for you, you are insufferable. Somebody else said, saying someone is popping pills is below the belt. Bye. Once again, Shamea is showing that passive aggressive energy that Britt called her out for on episodes back. She could have done without making this post. What y'all think about Shamea? Do y'all are still like, I ride for Shamea? Shamea is the quintessential housewife, or I'm seeing a side to Shamea that I didn't know was there. But you still want her to come back next season because I'm pretty sure she's probably still going to come back next season. Y'all, is Shamea wearing a wig or is that her hair? I like the cut, but I heard somebody say with her Elvis Presley wig. And I was like, wait, that's a wig. That's not her hair. I don't know why randomly I just thought about that. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Get up, get up, get up, get out the bed. Y'all got stuff to do. Make sure y'all drink. It's about to be 90 some degrees. Make sure y'all drink at least 2 bottles of water, a piece of fruit, and moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. Get your Black Girl sunscreen. Black Girl sunscreen people, if you're listening, sponsor me. I love y'all. Okay. I use y'all in my morning face routine and my night face routine. All right, y'all, I'm getting out of here for real. I love y'all. Say a prayer for me because I don't know who I'm encountering today in this car. Talk to y'all later. See ya. Like, comment, and subscribe and share.